gentlemen, the best place to experience a movie is where the director intended it to be, on the biggest screen and with the best sound. Cinema is appealing to a more diverse group of consumers now, even more than ever before, making it an attractive platform for most brands to utilize. In the words of Mark Sanborn, your success in life is based on your ability to simply change. It is based mostly on your ability to change faster than your competition, customers, and business. So business of cinema is a game, and only the team with the best players will win. To beat the competition will require everyone's collective effort. It is not just the task for the marketing department or the top management. It is everyone's responsibility. And as leaders of your business, it is very important that you enlist the support of the whole organization once you've agreed on the strategies to adopt in dealing with your competitions. But how do you intend to win the war against your competitions? To share with us his views on the same, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Jacques F. Dornbierer Hogan, CEO, Dor International, Mexico. Let's give him a huge round of applause, please.
Well, that was supposed to start before.
Only guacamole, it's your mobile phone.
So that is a little introduction for you to know that I come from Mexico, believe it or not. I am very, very happy to be here, and I thank you very much. Namaste. It's my first time in India, and can we get the presentation on there? It's my first time in India, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The food is amazing. You actually are the only ones that I can see that can compete in hot food with Mexico. Your food is amazing. The people are amazing. I really like it here. Oops. Okay, there are many things. Why a Mexican up here? Why am I here? What is a Mexican doing here in India? Talking to you on how to be better than your competition. First of all, Mexico and India share many, many things. To begin with, in the past, when Christopher Columbus actually discovered America, he was coming to India. He did not know that America was there. In Mexico right now, we have a driver called Checo Perez. He's actually from my hometown, and he's driving the car of Force India in the Formula One. Additionally, we have a huge, huge tradition in cinema, the same as India. We have our golden age of cinema in Mexico, which unfortunately has been over for quite so many years, but we want to revive it. Who can forget the Cantinflas in Around the World in 80 Days, where one of the most important scenes was filmed here in India? El Santo. El Santo is very important in Mexico. You guys probably don't know it. You will see him later on in the floor. Barbara Mori, with your friend, with your local actor Rosan, filmed a movie here called Kites. There's also some contributions to beauty in cinema like Salma Hayek and so on. Who can forget Pan's Labyrinth? Great movie, Guillermo del Toro, Mexican director. And lately, but not leastly, The Revenant, Oscar-winning Best Director, Best Actor, Mexican director, Mexican photography director. As I say, Mexico is very, very involved in cinema all around the world. How does Mexico stand in cinema around the world? Mexico is number 4 in tickets sold. India, number 1, congratulations. But Mexico stands in 4th place in number of tickets sold. The population in Mexico is 130 million people. So if you translate that, we sold 331 million tickets. That's a pretty good average. We are also number 4 in the number of screens in the world. There's a big difference between China and United States, but when you get to India and Mexico, you're starting to see what Naveen was saying in his previous presentation, where we have 130 million people with 6,400 screens, and in India there's 1.2 billion people and only 11,000 screens. What Naveen was saying is absolutely right. Additionally, in 2016, Mexico was number 2 in new screens in the world. We built 355 screens, way behind China, but incredibly ahead of the United States. So that's a brief introduction to what Mexico is in cinema. So you get a hang of why I'm here, and maybe validate this a little bit for you. There are also some very important milestones created by Mexican exhibitors. This is very, very important. Back in 1999, Cinépolis, who's actually also here in India, was the first chain to start VIP theaters. A lot of people thought they were crazy. Now, you're starting to see them all over the world. But quite a few years later, almost 20 years have gone by since the first VIP theater came into Mexico. Mexican exhibitors are expanding worldwide. They're going all over the place, especially Cinépolis, but also Cinemex. Spain, India, Brazil, Colombia, United States, Chile. They're expanding all over the place. That is actually something very unique in this industry. Now, regarding my company, Dor. Who is Dor? We are basically an integration company. In the year 2000, we installed the first digital projector under the Texas Instrument Beta program outside of the United States. This was the first digital projector to be installed outside of the United States in the year 2000s. We started installing screens in 1998, and since then we have installed around 4,500 screens, which, as you can see, is a big chunk of the current market in Mexico. And today we're bringing products that are, we believe, quite innovation. We do not stand still. We have tried to always look forward and bring solutions to exhibitors' problems. Now let's talk about the hard truth. This is very, very important. How many exhibitors are here in this auditorium right now? Please raise your hands, exhibitors. Okay, we have quite a few. Okay, I hope you agree with me. Anybody with enough money and resources can buy the best projector in the world. The laser, whatever new technology is out there. They were talking about how many lakhs is a laser projector nowadays. It's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, anybody with enough resources can buy that projector. Same goes with sound. Regarding the theater itself, again, it's a question of taste, wanting to do it, and funds. Anybody can have the best looking seats, the nicest looking theaters, beautiful lobbies. It's a question of doing it and having the resources to do it. Additionally, and the hard truth continues, you all have basically the same movies. I understand here in India, because of the language differences between the different regions, that may not be totally true, but at least for Hollywood movies, all exhibitors basically get the same movies. So how can we be different if we can all have the best projector, the best sound system, and we have the same movies and the best seating? How can we be different? That's the big, big question. How can we be better than the guy that just built the theater in front of us? Differentiation. I don't know if I pronounced that well, but we have to be different. How can we be different if everything that we have, as I mentioned before, in the hard truth, is the same? The number way we can be different is quality control, service. You already have the tools to do the quality control, give your customer better service, and thus be different than your competitor. And this tool is your people. The people in your auditorium taking care of your theater. You already know how to do this. There's only one big problem. Everybody in the world is doing it in a manual way. This generates mountains and mountains of paper that give information that is worthless. Most of the time is worthless or mistaken. It's very difficult to process this information. What are we proposing for this? Oh, well, this is just an example. A 10-plex that has 15 quality control questions for each show will generate 275,000 data registries. Processing this is very difficult most of the times. It never happens. So how can we make this information work for us, and how can we collect this information? So again, how to be better than your competition? The answer is ScenicYouSee, Cine Quality Control. I'm going to play a slight video. It's 4 minutes that will explain the product and then continue with my presentation. I promise I won't be long.
Total control. ScenicYouSee is a solution that will allow you to have complete control over your cinema complex with the objective of giving your patrons the best experience possible, optimizing resources, raising overall customer satisfaction, and giving you real-time information that is key in the decision-making process, getting your business to grow. Everything under a highly secure environment. Quality control of any screen or service area. Your staff will receive automatic alerts, so they can in turn go to a specific area and do a check-in to the system and proceed to inspect the corresponding service area, such as concessions, ticket booths, restrooms, lobby, or a specific screen, thus incrementing your team's efficiency and productivity. Checklists. With ScenicYouSee, you are able to define practical and specific checklists to make sure every area is in perfect order and ready to receive your customers. Remote control. Additionally, with ScenicYouSee, you will have complete control over all your projection, sound, and environment systems of your screens. Your team will be able to make immediate adjustments to volume, temperature, lights, masking, giving your customers the best comfort level. Eyes on the ground, service tickets. In case there is any anomaly in any of the areas, your team will be able to open a service ticket in real time. With a control tablet, they can take pictures and draw or annotate on them to document the issue. Eyes on the ground supervision. Empty shows. ScenicYouSee, in sync with your point-of-sale system, can turn off the lamp or light source of any screen where no tickets have been sold after a certain amount of time. This time lapse is configurable from the corporate site. This results in huge savings on energy, lamps, and equipment wear. Programming and on-screen advertisements. A strategic advantage, ScenicYouSee will keep complete digital logs that all your programming and digital advertisements have been played on time and correctly. You can can obtain detailed trailer, advertisement, and main feature reports for each screen and cross-reference them with each other as well as with number of seats sold. Business intelligence. Additionally, ScenicYouSee will help you to make the best decisions, making your business grow, and raising quality control through the generation of automatic reports delivered via email and specialized customizable pull under-demand reports, allowing you to analyze performance in real time. Don't wait. Take control now. Corporate policies. From a centralized site, you establish corporate policies specific to your circuit, such as checklists, remote control privileges, and much more. You also have complete real-time tracking of all your digital equipment assets. Exploring and using information is as easy as using a spreadsheet with the option of applying filters, sorting, grouping, subtotaling, and totaling. Boothless. A part of all of this, ScenicYouSee is the only solution in the market that will allow you to totally operate boothless theaters. This translates in huge construction and operational savings. ScenicYouSee is the intelligent solution that will allow you to maximize your customer experience, optimize operational efficiency of your theater complex, obtain real-time information to help you in your decision-making process, raise your profits by reducing energy and consumable costs. ScenicYouSee. Complete control of your cinema circuit in the palm of your hands. Contact us.
Okay, I hope that was clear enough. We do have a booth here outside in the trade show area. I will be there as soon as I finish this talk, and any questions I can answer here or also later on. ScenicYouSee, by the way, is not an experiment. We've been working on it for over 4 years. We currently have 1,000 screens working on under it in Mexico, and very soon, by the end of the year, we already have a commitment for that, we will have over 3,000. In this month, we are installing 450 screens in the United States, in the Boston, New York area, and in September, we're installing in Ireland, France. We already have some in Spain and Colombia. I insist, this is not an experiment. We are already working, and it's working amazingly well. Oops, that sounded like Trump. Okay, you also saw in the video something very important that we're also showing here at the booth is our boothless solution. If you combine ScenicYouSee, where you have actual control over the equipment, with a boothless solution, our experience in Mexico is that you can save around 15% in construction costs and gain about 10% in seats or lobby space. It depends on how you want to distribute it. Because once you get thinking outside of the box regarding bootless, parallel theaters where you line each screen next to each other are not necessary anymore. Now you can do anything. Your architects can fly and do whatever they want. They can do circular distribution, asymmetrical theaters. Anything can be done because we do not need that straight line booth in the building anymore. This saves, as I said, a lot of money in construction and quite a bit in space. We have already installed close to 200 boothless theaters, screens in Mexico. Again, this is not an experiment. We have the largest installed base of boothless in the world. Okay. This is very important. We talk about hardware. Yes, you do need the projector. You do need the sound. You need the best projector you can have out there. You do need the best sound. And you've all heard the term IoT, Internet of Things. ScenicYouSee allows you to control that part of your business via a simple device like this. But the other part that is extremely important, and I believe many people have forgotten, is IOP. That's a coin term of mine, Internet of People. If you combine those two things, it's amazing what the results you can get. It's definitely amazing. Combining today's technology and helping people integrate into that technology and use it, it's amazing what can happen. Finally, just to recap. So what does ScenicYouSee do? We do quality control, Internet of People, remote control, Internet of Things, business intelligence, savings with the lamp off, the boothless. This is a way in which you can actually differentiate yourself and be better. This device will help you do that. Oops. Sorry, it is designed to do that. We've been working on that quite some time. This device with your people can actually help you be better than your competition. Thank you very much. Namri.